And now, let me present a short.
Let me present my small report on digitalization of plant farming, as the quantity of information circulating in agriculture, it's sanitary and meteorological data. And in order to get a high yield, any farmer should take into account all these data. And the decisions are made based on unnecessary data. Often we come to the situation that an agronomist visits a field twice, when planting and harvesting, and he is not aware what is happening in the field between these visits. The biggest issue is that professional agronomists disappear, who earlier could make expert decisions, and taking a great expertise working on the fields without digitalization is impossible now. That is why digitizing plant farming should help us to resolve the key issue, that is lack of expertise in people who make decisions. So such factors as choosing technology, cultivation, herbicide choice can be considered as non-significant by an expert, which would greatly influence their outcome. So digital twins of fields would make crop cultivation more predictable. Sensors, AI, digital technologies for processing the data would be of great help, and that would help to make decisions. And the process of choosing a proper decision more profitable, economical in any technology. You would be able to find the best solution, go to the field with the problem, and as usual, the digital farming implies that certain operations are carried out with the help of PC or AI and connected agricultural machines with minimum human participation would enable collection of data and their processing. And the best and the most optimum solution is using technologies, broadband, internet would help us to bring precision agriculture to a new level. When the information about agriculture is not on paper, but is in a digital form, such so-called digital twins of twins of fields. And all the data will be automated. So the perfection we are striving for is Agriculture 5.0, IoT. So a computerized network of things with incorporated intellect, which can communicate with other things within internet. And every operation could be carried out in IoT. The system would be able to make a correct decision without human participation. Subjective factor is eliminated. So that is the ways of cultivation, crop choice, as well as the system will be able to operate machines without operators. IoT will enable us to automate all the technological operation, that is soil cultivation, fertilization, harvesting, etc. The machines, vehicles will be operated on the basis of maps resulting from data processing. the commands will be carried out by machines in the streamlined way, where in agriculture, especially plant farming, the digital agriculture will be of most use. That is precision fertilization, precision irrigations, precision spraying, precision planting, self-propelled equipment, as well as greenhouse vegetable growing. Some systems are well organized when the agent is placed where it's required and in the quantity it's needed. It would reduce the quantity of pesticides and fertilizers. That would make the agriculture more ecological. AI can do that. The first is offline, which implies previous preparation in a PC based on satellite or drone data on the maps of differentiated pesticide and fertilizers used on every certain spot, and as well as the consumption. Online implies preliminary creation without any precise quantity of use, and the quantity of agent used on the field will be adjusted on a sprayer. On-board computer will define that while the machine is moving along the field, depending on the input parameter. IR scanners will be equipping the machines. They are scanners. They are scanning the field. They can identify weeds among the proper crop. So seeing the reaction of the scanner and herbicide is targeted to the weed. And these objectives are typical for human intellect, taking decisions in a couple of seconds. So pesticide and fertilization precise application will reduce the quantity of such agents used. It would be a great use of herbicide when the weeds take up to 40% of the field and the rest is black soil, and the savings will be up to 50%. The agriculture will be more ecological. That is what we are striving for. Most of the agricultural machines now being developed for using in agriculture, focusing on the high professionalism of the operator. The function of operating machines is given to a human, and a machine operated by different operators will have a varied productivity. For example, one operator who is an expert, he could produce 40% more. The same refers to the sprayers, and as the practice shows, the pool of machines is working below their productivity threshold. Using drones and aircraft would be of use. Drones have been are mostly used for mapping land and for forestry use, and a drone would be able to participate in applying micro fertilizers and pesticides for any spot on the field with a precision application. So pesticide applied by drones will result in the plant protection agents eliminated, and in-tank mixtures will be made online right in the field according to the weeds identified in the field. The biggest problem we face nowadays is that the digital system are not united in one unified system. Agronomists and farmers require ready-made solutions. The system who do not only collect but also give precise recommendations on how to increase yield and production efficiency, weather, soil quality, quality of technological operations have been digitized, and they have certain schemes for digitizing, but replacing eyes, hands, and expertise of an agronomist when cultivating a complicated crop is impossible by any system. We are living in the time when the digitization is moving in leaps and bounds, and we will come to the fully automated agriculture, automated technologies independently carrying out operations, sensors galore on plants, soils in the air, which in real time will transfer the data online. AI who will automate, analyze the process, and render decisions that would help us to get a highest yield. That is all of my report, and if you want to ask me questions, I would be happy to answer them. Is it possible to program yield through digitization system? The biggest issue in Siberia we have for programming yield is that the constraint is humidity, not only in the soil before the season and not which came with the snow, but the humidity we will have during vegetation period. And in the beginning of the year, calculating the yield, taking into account a lot of parameters, we cannot precisely predict how much precipitation we will have from May to July or from June to August. That is the constraint, and the forecast that we have will give us estimated yield for 1 month or a month and a half. And in the beginning of vegetation, we are unable to predict how much we will get at the end of the vegetation. Maybe someday the technologies will move forward and we would be able to give more precise forecasts.
I just like to stress that our speaker was a specialist, plant protection specialist, Dr. Farmer, and I'd like to thank Nikolay Omelchenko for a wonderful presentation.